are some of the key worship challenges?
And I think it's to make sure that it's still meaningful and relevant for all types, to understand that somebody with a little bit of dementia or Alzheimer's, they need stuff different and maybe no sermon or a shorter sermon. But we have the independent living and all that, and those of us that we need the sermon. So you kind of meet in the middle, so it's not as long as what a typical sermon might be, but it's not as short as it needs to be for someone with dementia. So we kind of meet it in the middle and try to make some of our other worship more sensory, and we're still kind of experimenting with that, trying to figure that out, and what's the way to make it meaningful for everyone.
To deal with the memory issues. And I think about this with women of faith in particular, that there was one lady that used to come that I'd call her the night before, and then I'd call her right before I left home, and then I'd need to go down to the lunchroom and get her. And truth, she enjoyed it. I'm sure she enjoyed it, but just couldn't remember. Their days kind of blend together. They can't tell weekends from weekdays. They seem so much the same. And there's one lady I'm currently calling for Women of Faith right now, and I'm not sure if she forgets about Women of Faith or if she just likes an extra phone call.
Anyway, whatever it is, it's a win for her.
Yeah, and I think along those same lines, as far as in worship and with those in especially assisted living, which Janice did real good to befriend one, and to know sometimes when you're working with this community, they may sleep and they may fall asleep even before the sermon starts. But they need that sensory. So Jan has been sitting with her and telling her what we're doing, and the words are up there on the screen for the music we're doing and this, and maybe showing her in the bulletin. So it enhances the service for that one, because she really would want to be a part, but when you can't understand her or don't know, you just doze off. And so she's keeping her engaged in part, and so allowing her to feel like she is a part of the community.
With the people who are down the road of dementia, I think the more interaction, connection we can make with them, the slower that path is for them. And you might not be able to stop it, might be able to slow it down, but anyway, there's a need for us here.
I've learned a lot from Teresa in particular too. The aid that brings the assisted living people down. She was a massage therapist here before she accepted the aid position, and there's a woman that used to come that doesn't anymore, but she had kind of random movements, some sort of neuromuscular problem, and Teresa would just put her hand out on the woman, and it would just calm her muscles. And you can learn, you can talk to her. She's very willing to share about how you work with different residents, and I think there's a lot to learn from her. She seems very observant and very loving and caring for these people.
One of the things I get out of all this conversation is that we're trying to figure out what to do. We're figuring out by doing it. We try things, we experiment with things, we have different ideas, we ask questions about, well, how could we do this, or what do they need, and we don't know the answers, so we just try to figure them out. And for the year and a half, whatever we've been here, we've continued, and we've learned a lot in that year and a half, but there's a lot more we still need to figure out.
We've evolved, and we're continuing to evolve.
We still need to figure a lot more out to be, how can we most effectively meet the needs of everybody here.
Yeah, and I think that's what's important to remember in this type of ministry. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a long term. You have to be patient, and sometimes that's hard because it moves very slowly, because first you have to build those relationships. You have to build that trust. Like Jen said, you have to build knowing that we're going to be here for them. We're not going to just pick up and leave.
We've learned much in a year we've been worshiping in community with independent living residents and those in various stages of dementia. we have witnessed the truth that seniors are often left lonely and ignored. We've also witnessed the truth that seniors are vital and have much to offer. But still, we have more questions than answers. Perhaps you or your church can help answer the questions by partnering in an important new ministry. Check us out on Facebook or call 913-333-9147.